Hey traders, Todd Gordon here. Welcome to the free video update. It's Tuesday morning, the 19th. It's snowing out here in upstate New York. Heading down to the city just a little bit, hence the monkey suit here for TV. Then going to the Benzinga FinTech Awards. If you're going to be there, let me know. And then tomorrow we have the live stream with my good friend and industry icon, Andrew Baptiste. I'll tell you about that. If you're into Elliott Wave, you're definitely going to want to see this. So let's get into some market stuff here quick. I've been following along with what we're doing in trade analysis. We've been long the Nasdaq via a butterfly, a call butterfly. And we were looking for the move out of this triangle here that kind of finished up here at the first week of October. And post-triangle thrust, we are pushing higher. Now, let me just tell you, if you've been following along, this trade really had a good reward to risk setup. I only had about 2,200 of potential loss in the trade, and I really was pushing the envelope on the trade. So here's the original setup. So it was this butterfly right here, 81.50, 82.50 at the body, 83.25, done on October 14th. I had about 2,200 of risk, which is established right here on the 14th, just before the triangle break, trying to get up to 82.50, which was right here. And I kind of held it through expiration on Friday. It was a Friday AM settled. I took about, overnight, I had about 10 to 12,000 in profits. I was kind of gambling a little bit, see if the market would go sideways. I didn't want it to go any higher because then you'd fall away from the body of the butterfly. And it actually went too far because this market is just too strong. So basically, I made about 5 or 6 grand on the trade, which is good. Still a good 2 to 1 reward to risk ratio. But I gave about 5 grand of profit back overnight, which is fine. I wanted to try to gamble. So where are we? We're in a strong market. Okay, we're at the point where if you look at the wave 1 versus 3 fit projection, we're up at the 200%. We're getting a little extended here, and I think it's time to kind of settle back in wave 4. If you want to decompose this, it's not the best wave count in here. It's very directional. It's kind of, the correction is a little nondescript. It's hard to figure out exactly where we are, but I think the overriding kind of guide or framework is this wave 3 into a pretty extended 200%. I'd be pretty shocked if it gets all the way up to 2618 at 85.71 in the Nasdaq without first doing a wave 4 pullback. So I think we're extended. We have semis moving higher. We have AMD making new highs. We've got NVIDIA acting strong. All that, but still, I do think we are starting to want to push back. So I do want to show you bonds. We're in a bond trade, but a couple of people are asking me about AMD. So let me just go back. And, guys, I don't even have an Elliott Wave count on it. Sure. Yeah, I really don't. The only thing for me that I want to focus on in AMD is the break of a 20-year trend line. Unbelievable break of this trend line right here. Sourced from June 2000. We have a high back here in March of 2006. Another test here in August 2018. And we just broke above. And we seem to have a pretty good chance of doing a weekly close above. We've already actually done the weekly close in the first week of November. So AMD's continuing to act strong. Intel's coming up out of the triangle consolidation. And looks like we should be able to make new highs here in Intel. We're going to call that 1 and 2 post-triangle thrust, which means we do need 3, 4, 5 to go. So market looks strong. However, like I mentioned, I do see the market starting to push back into support. And if we look at the bond market here, I should say the stock market is up into resistance. The bond market I'm seeing moving down into some support zones here. So we have in the 30-year bond support down at about 158 to 156. I'm wondering if that's a 3-wave correction down in wave 4 about to give us a little push up in bonds. And that would correspond to the stock market being at resistance, bonds at support. So here's the trade that we have on for the TLT. So let me go over here. It's Roth again. Trade TLT. And here's the trade. We've got a 137, 140, 142 call fly. And if we put it on the analyzed graph here, we want to get up to about 140 for a potential profit at 2,200, max risk of 720. So 140 on TLT, let me show you that, is going to look like this right here. So trying to get up into that 140 range in bonds. Okay, guys. The other thing that I will be doing here fairly soon is I put some more money in my longer term portfolio. And I think it's time to allocate more money to the stock market. So I did exactly that. I think we're going to get some pretty good moves here. So I'm going to go through a process of setting up a portfolio. Right now, I'm going to be starting with, I'm going to put 500, I did put 500,000 in this portfolio right here. I'm going to balance it down. I'm going to take 126 out, start at 5, and kind of build the portfolio through the end of the year. So definitely check along. If you're not a member of Trading Analysis, I'll show you how we're going to build this portfolio. We've got some pretty good stuff happening with that. So if you're interested in longer term positions and how to, how to manage longer term portfolios with some light option overlays, this will be really good. Okay, the other thing that's going to be really good is tomorrow at the Wednesday webinar, 8:45, we do a live stream if you haven't seen it. We have a really exciting guest. So this is Andrew Baptiste. He is first and foremost a friend. I've known him for over 12 years. He lived in the town next to me in New Jersey before we moved. He is literally, if you're at all interested in Elliott Wave, you have to know his name. He is the icon. He is the foremost authority in the institutional realm of Elliott Wave and technical analysis. Check out his LinkedIn profile. So right now he runs a company called TAG, Technical Analysis Group. Before that, from 99 to 2012, he's the Chief Technical Analyst in the fixed income division at Morgan Stanley, doing a lot of Elliott Wave and technical analysis. Prior to that, for 14 years, is at JP Morgan. So he's got, call it 14 and 13, 27, almost 30 years in the institutional space doing Elliott Wave, servicing the biggest funds, corporations, anybody who's interested in this style of analysis, which are some very heavy hitters. I've got some great questions set up. You'll want to talk to Andrew as he kind of unveils Elliott Wave application to the institutional market. And too many retail traders out there saying, oh, it doesn't work, it's not useful. Wait till you hear what Drew has to say. So that's going to be tomorrow at 8:45 Eastern time. Check out, you could just probably link right below this video. Just go youtube.com/Todd Gordon. And it should drop you right on the page. And just go videos right here. It'll look different when you come in kind of as a viewer. Live stream right there. Okay, guys, we'll leave it there. Hope that helps. Hope to see you in the YouTube stream tomorrow. Drew brings a lot of energy. He's a huge personality, wealth of information. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, guys, leave it there. Have a good one. And I got to get to the train to get to New York City. See you guys.